I'm pretty sure I found one of the best deals in golf. Today, I take a deep dive into that special item. So this great item that I really think can help a lot of you out is called the Caddie Wheel. The Caddie Wheel is a motorized wheel that attaches to your current cart. What makes the Caddie Wheel different than everything else out there is you use your push cart. You don't have to go out and buy a special cart that has a battery and a wheel. It's just a wheel and a battery that attaches to the back of your cart, as you can see here. What I like about the Caddie Wheel is it's super portable. It weighs, I don't know, I'm going to guess 6 to 8 pounds. Easy to get in and out of your cart. It's really small, as you can see. And it works really well. There's some things that I like about it. There's some things I don't like about it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. One thing that's pretty interesting about the Caddie Wheel is the remote. The remote fits in your hand very well. It's very easy to use. There's a whole bunch of different, for lack of a better term, gears that you can use. It's like 1 through 5, and they all have names like beginner and pro and whatever. But I have found 2's a little slow for me at max speed. 3 at max speed is a little fast, but that jog wheel at the top of the remote allows you to kind of dial it the speed back or turn it up. So it works really well. I keep it on the little bit faster speed and I have no problems with it at all. One thing I will say is the screen's really hard to read. The screen of the remote is black with white text on it. And if it is just the least bit bright outside, it is almost impossible to read. Now, you don't really ever have to read it. Every now and then it's nice to kind of see which gear or mode you're in. But other than that, you really don't need it. If you wait a while, it does turn off, but that's easy to see. You just got to see if the screen's on and you can turn it back on. It only takes a second. And that feature is probably the one, big knock I have on this is the remote's just really hard to see, but after a while, you really don't have to use it. I would say the Caddie Wheel is very intuitive. It's very easy to use. It takes minutes to get used to. I think on their website, they talk about it needing a couple rounds. You don't need a couple rounds. You need a hole or two. It's very easy to understand. I kind of just held the cart in one hand and the Caddie Wheel remote in the other and just kind of steered it down the fairway, or I would just let the Caddie Wheel go and go, 15 or 20 or 30 yards in front of me until I kind of saw it was veering off to a direction I didn't want it to go. And then I would go up and steer it in a new direction and start that way. So there's a bunch of different ways to use it. Some of the good things I found out about the Caddie Wheel is it really does take a lot of stress off of you. You're not pushing. You're not, if you're going uphill, you're not exerting much effort at all. You're just walking up the hill. It is super compact and convenient to pack up. That little box and that little wheel can't weigh more than 6 or 8 pounds. You just throw it in the car with your cart. It doesn't take up any more room than a pair of shoes, really. The remote is small. It can go anywhere. And it really allows you to be super portable with a electronic golf cart. Some more things that I really liked about it is the wheel. The wheel had a lot of traction. It was a very good, and I say wheel, it's actually the tire. The tire has a lot of traction. The tire, I never had trouble with it gripping. There were some weird things about it, though, that we'll get into here in a little bit, that it just takes some adjustment and some getting used to, but that's no different than really any other cart. So what are the bad things about it? Well, one of the bad things about it is it does take some adjustment. It does take some getting used to. I didn't like how I was kind of between speeds in the remote. It's like one was too slow and the other one was like you had to run after it if you wanted to keep up with it, which I often felt myself putting my hand on the wheel and kind of pulling it back a little bit because it was never really at the right speed. But that really wasn't a problem. That's not something that I'd be like, man, that's a deal breaker with this. It really wasn't at all. I didn't hurt my back. It didn't do anything. I thought it was just something that maybe took a little more getting used to compared to what I have. And the one bad thing I found out about the Caddie Wheel was, and we'll see, I know there's defective units. This is a very, it's a small company that does a lot of cool things. They're out of Canada. This is a phenomenal idea. It's super easy to attach to your cart. It took me, you kind of get this packet. You tell them what kind of push cart you have, and you get this little packet, and they send you all the things you need with some instructions. And it maybe took me 7 to 10 minutes to put those on. And then to put the actual Caddie Wheel on and off is seconds. It really takes seconds. It's way easier to set up than even setting your cart up is. But I did have a bad battery. My battery did not last 18 holes the first time. It lasted about 16. The second time playing 9 holes, I was down to half battery after about the 6th hole. So I actually emailed Caddie Wheel. They put me online with a engineer from Canada called me, was really good about things. I told him, hey, I'll take this apart, get voltmeters out, help you guys out. I know you're a young company and I'm pretty handy with that kind of stuff. And so I did that, and we found out that I had a bad battery. They've only had a few. I think I'm only like the third maybe bad battery that they've had. And again, in a startup, you would expect, to have some hiccups, but the customer care was fantastic, just absolutely fantastic. They put another one in the mail to me. Unfortunately, it is Canada. It has to clear customs, so that takes a little bit longer, but they were super responsive. And again, I don't hold that against a company. Every now and then, these young companies are going to have some hiccups, and that's just the way it's going to be. The best part about this is the price. It's $589. It includes the kit that allows you to attach it to your cart. It includes the remote, kind of everything you really need to get the Caddie Wheel going. And I will tell you, for $590, basically, this will make your life a heck of a lot easier. I have one of those Axle Glow carts, and it's fantastic. It follows me around. It hovers a lot closer to $2,000. So it's a pretty large difference compared to the, $600 you're paying or $590 you're paying for this. So what are my final thoughts on all these things today? Well, first, the Caddie Wheel. The Caddie Wheel for the price is an unbelievable bargain. Something that I really am going to recommend to a lot of people that want a cart and don't want to go out and spend, $1,000 on a cart, on a push cart that's electric. You can use your current cart. It hooks up. It's super easy to use. When I get the new unit, I'll make sure to post below and pin the comment if I have any issues with it. I don't expect to have a single issue with it. Like I said, their customer service was great. I highly recommend that Caddie Wheel. I really think that it's something that could make your golf days more enjoyable. I'm Matt. This is the Bogey Depot. Hit 'em straight.